Hey guys, this is Ryan. Welcome to Armor of God Ministries. Today we're going to talk about feelings, and we're going to talk about the scripture. We're going to talk about facts and how those mix in the world today. So here's what I want you to imagine. Imagine that you pull up on a car, it's on fire, and you see somebody inside the car, okay? And you know you can get to that person and help them before they get their birth certificate canceled. So you jump out of your car, you run up there to the car, you pull them out, you guys hit the ground, gives you a big hug. They give you a big hug, they say, "Thank you so much, you saved my life." You feel better, they feel better, everything's great. Then imagine you run up to the car, you're getting ready to cut the seatbelt off and bust the window out and do all that heroic stuff, and the person inside says, "No, I don't want to come." And you think, well, they're just in shock, maybe that's fear, I'm going to go ahead and keep going. So you keep going, bust the window out. And they yell at you, "No, I don't want to get out, I don't want to get out." You just keep thinking the same thing. Well, they're in shock, they don't understand. Maybe they just don't know what I'm doing. Maybe they think I'm trying to hurt them when I'm not. So you get in there and you cut the seatbelt off, and they start kicking you away from them. And you're like, "Oh no, let me help you, let me help you." And then the flames are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, you're starting to feel the fire. So what do you do at that point? Do you continue to try to save them at the cost of your own life, knowing that you're probably going to die in the attempt to save them? Or do you back out of the car and succumb to their wishes? So that's kind of what it's like when it comes to facts versus feelings. We have a lot of people out there that are really good at bringing forth the facts of a situation. And then we have a lot of people out there that are really good at expressing their feelings. And a lot of times those facts and those feelings, they collide with each other. And the result of that is either both individuals going their own way, or one of the individuals getting their birth certificate canceled. So that can happen. And I think in history, if you go back and you look throughout history, Gandhi in India was nonviolent. He was assassinated. John F. Kennedy, nonviolent, wanted to solve everything through diplomacy. Martin Luther King, nonviolent. We can solve this through our words and letting people know the facts and how we feel, but nonviolent, no violence. And Charlie Kirk was also a proponent of nonviolent diplomacy and debate. Jesus Christ was a proponent of nonviolence and using your words to communicate different ideas, different philosophies, different feelings. And all of them had their birth certificates canceled for what they believed in and for what they wanted to see the world become a better place. In their eyes, what they thought a better place looked like. Did everybody agree with them? No, definitely not. It was extremely polar sides of the ideas. completely polar. And unfortunately, it costs them their lives. I say that to say this. You can only spend so much time trying to pull somebody out of the fire, or the fire you perceive them to be in, before it becomes destructive for either one of you or both of you. Eventually, you just need to go your own ways. Violence is never the answer to a solution where facts outweigh feelings. It's never the solution. Either folks will see the facts and not care, or they will see the facts and change, or they will see you as the enemy for giving them those facts. And it's not going to end well for either one of you. As a family member, as a friend, within a church, there has to be a point where you just agree to disagree and you move on. And we're not doing that anymore. We used to agree to disagree, but we're not doing that anymore. And we need to start doing that again. We just need to agree to disagree. Does that mean you have to stop believing in what you believe in? Stop fighting for your cause? No, absolutely not. As long as it stays within the realm of words. But the moment it gets outside of the realm of words and it becomes violent, then it's gone too far. It's gone too far. So I think we all need to sit back and reevaluate what it is we want our children to know, our grandchildren, and what kind of world we want them to grow up in. So if you have somebody who's walking down the sidewalk with their children, they see something going on that they know is not right, they can tell their child, hey, that's not right. I don't want you to do that, what they're doing. I don't want you to grow up and act like that. And that's perfectly fine. And the next door neighbor has a right to disagree with how you're raising your children without you being offended. So I think it's important we continue to share our ideas. We continue to share philosophies. We continue to debate. And we continue to express our feelings, express our facts. But at the same time, nobody ever has the right to cancel somebody else's birth certificate for that reason. Period. Period. And if you think about it, a lot of times when that occurred, that person's philosophy or belief didn't die with them. It just exploded after that. The British left India. The British left India. Martin Luther King, his legacy will live on forever for civil rights, human rights, the right thing and how to treat one another. Jesus Christ, his words will never die, ever. You look at Malcolm X, the same thing. He's still regarded as one of the greatest orators and philosophers and speakers, not only of his time, but his words carry over into our time, just like all the rest of them. So to think you're going to stop an idea by stopping the person who has that idea, you're sadly mistaken. That is not what's going to happen. It's going to be just the opposite of that. So keep that in mind. Take some time, think about what I said. Please leave your comments down below. Like and share this with as many folks as you can. And thanks for taking the time to listen to me. And we'll be getting to Matthew chapter 8 here shortly. But this is separate from that. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful week, fantastic week, great weekend, and we'll see you next time.